Hello, my name is Tyler Behrens, and today I will be teaching you how to implement a VSLM subnet address. So a subnet is a breaking up a network. We can break up a network by subnetting it, and the easiest way to do this is to start with our subnet address. The most common subnet address is a 255.255.255.0, which is a /24, and this will give you 254 hosts. But that's a normal subnet, right? You can break that into a /23 or a /25, right? Okay. You can break that into a /25 or a /26 and go further down. Your /25 would be 255.255.255.128, and that will give you 126 hosts. And then we go further from that. But the easiest way, but what you have to know for subnetting is you have to know your binary bits. Alright, so binary counts from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16 to 32 to 64 to 128. Once you know these numbers, you can make different subnets. Now, we're doing a VSLM addressing, right? So we're doing different lengths of subnets. So it's not all going to be a /25 or all a /26. We're going to have a /25 and a /26, for example. So this packet tracer is telling us that we need 5 different networks, all consisting of different sizes. The easiest way to start with this is starting with the biggest network and then working your way down. So we see that LAN 4, this one, requires 60 host addresses. So we'll start with 60. Alright. A subnet that will give us 60 addresses will be 64. So also another thing, what's easy to put is, so if you start from 255, right, so that'd be a /24. You just go down 1 each time. So this would be a /25, or go up 1 each time, sorry. It would be a /25, a /26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. You cannot physically use these two since we need to take out 2 hosts for the network and the broadcast address. So only these are only usable subnets. With that being said, we can now start subnetting. So we start with our 60, right? So we're going to use a 64 because if we take out the network and the broadcast network, the broadcast address, that will give us 62. So we are still good on that. So let's look right here. We can find our starting address. Our starting address will be a 10.11.48.0 /24. So 10.11.48.0 /24. We're going to break this up into so we start from the 24, right? This is a 25 and 26. So we need to break this into a 26. So we're just going to magically just change this into a /26. Like that, done. Right? There's a method I like to use called the magic number. And this way, you just add this number to the 0 back here. I usually use my calculator for this because it gets kind of difficult. So we start with 10.11.48.60.0. That's our network address. This is the start of our network. 26. I'll put net here. Help me memorize that. So then we add 64. So we have 64, right? Minus 1. That gets us our broadcast address. So we have 10.11.48.63 dash 26, and that would be our broadcast. We cannot use these two, so our first usable would be a .1 and our last usable would be a .62. So then we have a 10. So we're going to do this one more time, and we'll have a 10.11.48.64 to be our new network. Slash 26 to be our new network, to a 10.11.48.60. Hold on, not 60. 64 plus 64, 128 minus 1, 127. 127 will be our new broadcast. Our broad. Okay. Next, after I would do 2, I would look to see if anything else needs a /26 subnet address, which it looks like nothing else does. So we have 60, 6, 30, and 14. So now we're gonna do our next biggest, which is a 30. According to our thing, so this is a /26. Our next lowest down would be a 32, right? That would give us 30 addresses, and also would be a /27 address. So now we're just going to take this second addressing right here, and we're just going to make it a /27. So we're going to go 10.11.48.64/27 as our network address, and we're going to change, and we're going to go to, so instead of adding 64 this time, we're going to do 64 plus 32, 96, minus 1 to get our broadcast, be 95. 10.11.48.95/27. That's our broadcast. So we're going to start with our next one. Our next one would be a 96 because we add 1 to get the new networking address. So 10.11.48.96/27 should be our network. To add 32 to that, minus 1, we make it 10.11.48.127, like we had before. So that's 64. That's 27, which should be our new broadcast. I don't know how to type. So now that we have this one, we already made our 2 here. So then I would check to see if another one needs a 32. Looks like nothing else needs a 32. So we're gonna go for our next highest, which is a 14. Our highest number that can do this is a 16. So we need 14 addresses, and the 16 minus 2 would give us 14. So that works. So we're gonna do 10.11.48.96 slash, so we're just going one more to the left, so we're going to add by 1, so that'd be a /28 network address, and then we're going to add 96 to 16 minus 1, just 111. So our broadcast will be 10.11.48.111 and /27. That's our new network address, or subnet address, sorry. And that'd be our broadcast network. And then we're going to do that one more time. So 10.11.48.96. No, not 112, because that's our new network. /28. Be our network. To add 16 to 112. 16. Just 10.11.48.128. /28. Be our broadcast. So next I would check to see if we need something else. We do not, so our next one will be 6. Our next lowest is 8, and that's the only one we can do. So we can see that we need at least 6 addresses, and 8 minus 2 equals 6. So 6 and 6 work. Okay, so we'll start with this one again. We'll make it now a /29, because this is a /28, so this would be a /29. So make this 10.11.48.112 /28. No, /29 now. That'll be our network. Going to, so add 112 to plus 8. That's 120 minus 1. It goes 119. So 10.11.48.109 /29 would make us our broadcast. And then we do that one more time. 10.11.48.120 /29. Your network. Go to 120 plus 8 is 10.11.48.128 minus 1, 127 /29 broadcast. So our last address, because we only made 4, would be the one connecting building 1 and building 2 together. This one's going to only require 2 hosts, since we only need 2 hosts. There's only 2 routers there. So we're only left with one thing to do, which would be our 4. Now we only need 2, and 4 only gives us 2. So it works out perfectly. This would be a /30. This is the lowest subnet you can make. So we'll go from our 10.11.48.120 /29, which is our, no, /30, which is our new network, to our 10.11.48.124 minus 1 would be 123. Should be our broadcast. And then make sure you put /30 there. And then we'll do it one more time just to make sure. 10.11.48.124 /30. This is our network. To our 10.11.48.127 /30. I just realized something. This shouldn't be a 128. This should be a 127. Okay, and there's our broadcast. Now for help, I just put the subnet addresses for each. So a /30 would be a 255.255.255.224, or hold on. Let me see. So easiest way to get our subnet address would be to add all these numbers. So we know that our 64 would be a 128 plus 64. So you have 192. So we have 255.255.255.192. Right? So then we have our /27, which is only adding 32. So at 32, so we have 255.255.255.224. Then we add 16, gives us a 240. 255.255.255.240. Then we go down once more, and then we add 8 to that. It gets us 248. So 255 plus 255 plus 255 plus 248. And then we add 4 to that. Plus 4. This is 252. 252. And then we have all our subnet addresses. So now we can start implementing this subnet. So we see that, so we can start with any of them. So I'll just start with one. Let's see here. We need to assign the first usable to building 1 for the 2 LAN links and the WAN links. So we need to configure the IP address on building 1 LAN interfaces, the IP addresses on ASW3, which is a switch, including the default gateway, and the IP addressing on host D, including the default gateway. So then we will go to, let's start with building 1. So we would enter here, enable, config, T. We'll start with G0/1. Oh wait, sorry. Interface G0/1. And we just, to see which one it is, I always use no shut. So we can see it's this one, so we can use switch. So that'd be our second LAN, which was the 30 host. So that'd be right here. Oh, whoops. So this one. So let's open this back up. We can do IP address. This will be our default gateway. This is always usually, this is the first available host on the network. So our first available host for this network is 10.11.48.65. And our subnet address is 255.255.255.224. Enter that, and then we're good there. So no shut, good luck. Exit that, and we go interface G0/0. We do no shut. We can see that's our first LAN, and our first LAN, it was a 14. So we can go here. So this is our subnet for that. And we'll go IP address. And this is also our default gateway, so it's the first one. So 10.11.48.97 with our subnet address of 255.255.255.240. Enter that. No shut again. And we can exit here, and we're done with these two. Let's see what else needs to be configured. So this switch right here needs to be done. Oh, whoops. Lost it. Alright, so this is our third LAN, which is the 6. So we'll go ahead and over here and use this. And then we'll enter here, we'll go enable, then we'll go config T. So our default gateway, we'll configure that one first. So IP default gateway. This will be our first host of the network, which is 10.11.48.113. We just add that, and it's good to go. And then we'll enter our interface VLAN 1. And it says that we need to assign We need to assign the second usable IP addresses to the switch. So that would be one up from the last one. So it'll be our IP address 10.11.48.114. With our network address of 255.255.255.248. We're good there. No shut. And then we'll exit there. And we're good there. And then we need to do host D, which is part of our 60 host subnet. And we'll go here. And it says to assign the last usable to the host. So this one will be right here. So then we'll do our IP address as 10.11.48. So we'll go one down from the broadcast, so it'll be 62. Our subnet mask is 255.255.255.192, which then our default gateway would be the first usable of the address. So 10.11.48.1, and that's it. And we got 30 out of 30, and we have correctly done a VSML address.